able to hit the gym. Started reading this book. Well, I've been reading it a little bit, but today I actually got to deep dive into a little bit more. I read 2 chapters. Reading is something I've struggled with, and I'm getting better at it day in and day out. And I just felt really good reading this book this morning. It's called Happy Pocket Full of Money. And I just wanted to hop on here and share what I was reading today, to really just digest it myself, see if I can even understand it fully, and just share it with you guys, honestly, because I think it's something very helpful and very useful in a way to help shift your perspective and shift your mind or whatever it is, right? And this whole thing kind of this morning was just talking about time and how time is an illusion, right? And I've been told this concept before, right? Like, I've been told it, but it's just like, it wasn't clicking in my head. I couldn't understand it. I don't know what it was. I've heard it, kind of people say, be present in the moment now. Like, now is what matters. And like, I understand it. Like, now is what matters because this is what you control, whatnot, whatever. But I don't know. For some reason, something was not clicking. I don't know what it was. I think something within me was trying to deny this information and not accept it. But after I read it in the book and just underlined it, it just really helped me, like, actually just understand it. Be like, oh, that just makes so much sense. And it was just talking about how now literally is dictating your past and your future, right? Like, now is what dictates everything, right? Because now is everything there ever was and everything there will be, right? And a lot of people, we see time in a very, very linear way, right? Like, point A, point B, point C, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. But in reality, what is time, though? Like, we put time, we gave time a name, and we gave it a clock, right? Time is infinite. It's everything. Time in the space continuum, I don't even know how to say that word, whatever. That's what it was talking about, how space is infinite and time and space are directly correlated to each other. So they're both infinite, right? And we just put a clock on the time to kind of help us be able to justify, like, days and whatnot, and when to go to sleep and when to wake up. But time is not real. Like, a very good way that the book put it to me was like sleeping. Like, you go to sleep for 8 hours, 7 hours, whatever it is, and sometimes it feels like you literally slept for like a minute. You just like blinked and you woke up and boom, like, you're up. But that's because you were unconscious during that time, right? When we're conscious and we have this perception of time, is what slows and makes time faster for us. It's just our perception of it, right? Like, when you're locked in, you're doing something that you really enjoy doing, which I've experienced, time flies like so quickly. Like, it can be hours and it feels like 5 minutes. You're like, whoa, where did all the time go? And it almost feels like it's not real. And then other times where I'm sitting in traffic or I'm at work and I'm just like, oh, I dread this, and I really start like thinking about time. I'm like, man, I'm looking at the clock. It just feels like everything slows down and it's just dragged out. So really, time is just an illusion. It's our perception of it. And I just wanted to hop on here, though, and share a message that the book was just talking about. Going back to the topic about how the now is actually what dictates your past and your future, right? Because ultimately, it is impossible to think about the past and change it. And ultimately, it's impossible to think about the future and change it, right? You can't think about the future and change the future, and you can't think about the past and change the past. The only thing you can do is the now. You can only think now and change the now. If you change the now, though, that is what will change your future. And if you change the now, that is what will break you out of your past cycle, and you will be able to change the past experiences that you keep experiencing. So the change has to happen now. And I just never realized that. Like, I was understanding, like, be present, like, yeah, whatever. But I don't know what about it wasn't that now you can change now. I guess I was putting so much stress and anxiety on the past and the future. And that's what the concept was really about, telling you that time is an illusion. Don't look at it as this linear path. Just focus on the now and what you can control now, because ultimately you hold the power within you to change your circumstance now, right? And if you're always dreading on the past, or if you're dreading on what is to come, then you're never going to be able to really be present in the moment, in the now, and actually focus on what you can do right now to actually change these circumstances, right? To actually change whatever keeps happening in your past or whatever in the future is to come. So that's like a really big issue I've been having. I've been so focused on this linear pathway of like, oh, the past, and the future, and how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Or this past defines me, all these failures, whatever it is. But I just need to let that go. Time is not real. I just need to focus on the now, what I can do right now at this present moment, and be able to change this past that I want to change so much and change this future that I want to change so much. It happens right now. So I just wanted to hop on here because I feel like I really needed to share this message to whoever may hear this. And you always hold the power within you right now. Don't ever feel hopeless. Don't ever feel like you can't change your situation or your circumstance because of your past or your future. Time is not real, guys. Okay, just put in the work, focus on what you can do right now. And what's really been helping me really is just being more self-aware. I'm becoming more self-aware, asking deeper, in-depth questions about myself, why I think the way I think, why I believe the way I think. And Bob Proctor in this concept that he talks about paradigms and all this has been helping me. Happy Pocket Full of Money, I definitely recommend picking up this book. It's really been helping me and I'm enjoying reading it. And even when I was reading the book, time was like an illusion. I literally read the 2 chapters that I read this morning, and it felt like it was just so quick. It felt like, oh crap, time went by so quick. I gotta go to work. I gotta get going. And sometimes when I'm reading a book, I'm sitting there reading through a page, and then I read a page, I'm like, man, this time is taking forever. Like whatever it is, and it's just like, it's just an illusion. You just have to be focused on the now, what you can control now, and really be present in it, so you can actually make a change in your life. So I just wanted to hop on here, guys. You have the power within you right now. It's already all within you. You just have to be willing to take action on it. And are you willing to actually sacrifice whatever it takes to get to whatever you want?